I think, therefore I am. Descartes was trying to prove his existence. He wanted to find the self. Ended up concluding that his incessant stream of thoughts was the only proof. Thereby the source of self for him was thought. Now, is this 100% valid? Maybe, but let's verify. If we zoom in on your day-to-day thought patterns, we will find this. I need to get my work done. I think I'm hungry. I need to take out the trash. I forgot to pay the bills. Oh, now I feel lonely. Should I buy apples or vodka? What if I die today? I forgot to do the laundry. This is a sample from your daily thought patterns. I mean, to some extent, right? But we cannot deny that your thoughts are always changing and are conflicting most of the time. Now, if you still think that the source of self is your thoughts, as Descartes concluded, then you are no different than a crazy guy running naked down the streets talking to himself. The only difference is that he verbalizes his thoughts out loud. You verbalize them inside your head. If you identify yourself as thought, you will never be able to experience calmness and inner peace, because your thoughts are in a continuous state of change, and what you're looking for is a constant state of no change, calmness and stillness. If you're following Descartes' notion, then your sense of self is attached to a non-stop loop of alternating thoughts, and when your thoughts are changing every 2 seconds, your emotions are impermanent as well. Your feelings are constantly switching back and forth from negative to positive, and this is what causes mood swings, unease, and discontentment. Now we need to delve deeper into this to get a clearer understanding. The human being is made up of 2 main components. The first is form, which is the body, the physical layer. The second component is formlessness, which is the soul, the consciousness, the watcher, as Eckhart Tolle calls it, and it is the spiritual layer. From here we can conclude that there's an actual space between the self and your thoughts. Your thoughts and emotions are objects, just like any other external object. And these forms are not permanent, they are stuck in a loop of alternation. The only thing that is constant is consciousness. Now you're probably wondering, how do I benefit from this? This sounds like too crazy / philosophical / too theoretical. Well, here's how you can put it into practice. If you start perceiving yourself as constant consciousness, you detach yourself from these alternating thoughts. And when you do that, anytime a negative thought arises, you start seeing it no different than a car passing by while you're walking down the streets. Cause now you are aware that you are separate from your thoughts. Does this mean that you shouldn't be thinking at all, live in a cave, surround yourself with rabbits and meditate 24/7 for the rest of your life? No, of course not. The point here is, it's okay to have thoughts, it's okay to feel emotions, positive or negative. But be aware of when you get lost in them. You shouldn't be identifying yourself with them. The moment you remind yourself of the space that separates you from your thoughts, any negative emotion subsides. There was an ancient Middle Eastern king who had all the wealth a man could ever dream of, a very well guarded castle and a powerful kingdom. But the only thing the king had lacked was of more value than that. What is it? Inner peace. He was unable to maintain feelings of joy and fulfillment, as he was hyperreactive and extremely sensitive. The slightest problem would provoke an intense reaction in him. The king's biggest wish was to gain control over his inner world and to learn how to curb his temper. So he called upon a man who's known to be wise and asked him the secrets of his non-reactiveness and serenity. The man's response was to agree and to offer the king a gift that would be of great help to him, but he must be patient for it. The king agreed and awaited the wise man's return. After a period, the wise man arrived and gifted the king a box made of precious, exquisite things. As he opened the box, a golden ring were to be found inside, with 3 words engraved on it. The inscription on the ring said, "This too shall pass." The wise man bowed to the king as he held the ring with both hands and asked, "Wise man, what do these words represent? I do not understand." The wise man arose and said, "My lord, wear this ring wherever you go. Do not take it out. And when something bad happens to you, before you call it good or bad, read out the inscription on the ring. That way, you will always be at peace. Most people do not have the patience and the will to maintain their well-being while going through adversity. The emotions are so intense, that is why we tend to lose ourselves in the event. But when we bring to mind that spaciousness and the idea that nothing is permanent, all of a sudden a great relief arises inside of us. If you find yourself going through a hard time, do not resist. Let those emotions flow through you. Experience that sadness as if it was true joy. And keep in mind, every moment of your life is transient. This too shall pass. There are many causes for discontentment, and the most common one is the belief that you deserve to be treated well and that the universe should be providing you with safety and happiness. Why is it raining? My hair is messed up. I don't like this guy. Why is this happening to me? I hope this will happen. I hope that will happen. All these expressions can be translated into one meaning. I do not deserve this. I deserve to be treated better. I deserve more than this. So you reject the reality that's in front of you and you wish for something that isn't. You probably knew someone who behaves this way. The thing is, they did not accept the fact that there is no such thing as a reality of no pain. They forgot that pain is an actual tool for growth. They categorize pain as something bad. If you accept, however, that the world is full of paradoxes and expect good and bad things to happen to you on a regular basis, you set yourself free from resistance and you begin to see reality as it is. The reason we forgot the true nature of reality is perhaps because of our digital age. Look around you. Everything is perfect. Websites, phones, Facebook profiles, clothes, and even food is carefully designed and decorated. Everything is perfectly crafted in a way to please you and to make you feel comfortable. You feel disgusted when you see a poorly designed website nowadays, and this is why you're uncomfortable with the outside world. Because the real world is not that organized. For one thing, it is a total mess. Because they can't handle that instability, most people established a utopian model of reality for themselves. A perfect filter to perceive things through it. A label designed to conceal the pain and to convert what is to what isn't. Truth is, the world is black and white. Good emotions and bad emotions. Death and life, pleasant experiences and unpleasant experiences. That is how it's supposed to be. If you're paranoid about what's gonna happen tomorrow or still mad about what happened today, this conveys that you did not welcome yet reality as it is. You are still hoping for a reality of no pain, and you are still living in a mental utopian fantasy.